Coming to the end of an amazing drive from Santa Cruz all the way down to we're down here in the Santa Ynez Valley right now, and we came down through Monterey, Big Sur, stopped and had lunch in the Penta Cafe, and just a stunning drive. It's just the most amazing journey down that way, and if you've never been, you have to do the Pacific Coast Highway. When I think about the pursuit of inspiration, this is a place that I've come to for inspiration on many occasions. It's a place that I love. It's just a beautiful area. Great people. Norma's husband Joe has been a great help to me and an inspiration to me in business. It's just exciting to be driving back up this road. It's a beautiful little unassuming pathway to paradise. You're probably wondering what we're actually doing at an auto body store, and cars and guitars are two things that I always link together quite a lot. But I'm here with Joe Hinkins, who's my brother-in-law, and I don't know if you know it, Joe, but you're probably the most influential person in my world for that's influenced really how I do business.
That's flattering, and I appreciate the compliments, but I'm just an old guy that fixes cars.
No,
that's what we do.
It's so much more than that. So I've been coming up here probably for 20 years, and every time I come and visit Joe, I come here to get a little bit away from the rest of the world into a beautiful area, but I also get a lot of business advice. And I think, Joe, the main thing that it's always been is always that pursuit for perfection, and always trying to better things and always trying to do things, in a different way, in a better way, and that really inspired me over the years. So, when we're talking about the pursuit of inspiration today, we're talking about how Joe has inspired me, and so you're going to give us a tour, and
I sure will.
Show us some of your secrets. We've been talking, on all this trip really about this pursuit of inspiration, and you have to go out and find the things that inspire you, the people that will inspire you, and there's no use in just being inspired. You actually have to implement something from that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's taking that inspiration and doing something.
Yeah.
So you give me those tools to be inspired with, and you help me along the way. But we took them and we've used them, and and it's taken us a long way. So, but I'd be keen to get a little bit of a walk around the shop and see what you guys have been doing here, and while it's a million miles away from what we do and how we build guitars, it's actually very similar too.
Very similar.
You're taking processes that are different for every car that comes in that's got a collision on it, and you have to piece it back together again.
Yeah. Well, the key points that I picked up from your comments there is that there are dreamers and there are builders, and you've always been one that is willing to take on the challenge and build it and risk for reward, and not everybody has the guts or gumption to do that. So I think you and I are cut from the same cloth in that respect. Worst case scenario, we'll be right back where we started, so full steam ahead. But yeah, I'd be happy to show you around and show you what we do, and hopefully you'll pick up something new again.
And it's kind of a significant day too, because
it
after
is.
41 years, yesterday was your last day.
Yesterday was my last day. June 1st, 1981, we opened the doors. And here we are 41 years later, and it's time for me to step aside, pass the baton on to others, and move on with other ambitious plans in my world. One of them being wanting to get back over there to the Emerald Isle and see how and what you're doing firsthand. And maybe I can pitch in and we go at it again.
Well, I'm a little bit scared about that.
No, I'm coming.
Excited too.
I'm coming. I can't wait.
Yeah, well,
I love the product. I love seeing the progress that you've made, and the people element and the skill and talent that you've surrounded yourself with, like these gentlemen behind the camera, and the quality of the merchandise. And being a weekend warrior guitar player, it's superb. And I realized that it may not be for everybody because of the quality and the innovation that Emerald offers. It comes at a price, but we've never let that stand in the way. So
quality definitely takes time.
Yeah.
But no, I think you're going to love it when you come over, and you're going to take pride in the building that we've been able to create, and how far it's come. You know, it's come a long way in those 5 years since you've been over. It's a very, very different world, and you'll see a lot of the things that you instigated. We're just talking about how our Friday lunch tradition.
Yeah,
it's a really, really great tradition. It was something that you suggested, and we did it, and it's been incredible. And for anybody that doesn't know about our Friday lunches, it's kind of become an integral part of what we do at Emerald. So every Friday I bring in lunch for the guys, or I make lunch for the guys, we'll barbecue or whatever, and we get the guitars that we make all week, and the musicians will just play and jam. Nice. And for those guys that aren't musicians, it's a great thing because they get to connect and really see that, you know, they're making something that makes music.
Yeah.
And they get to really connect with what it is it's really all about.
Yeah.
It was a real privilege to be able to hang out with Joe on his very last day at work and just see the love that all the staff had for him. And it's easy to see how he's been so inspiring over the years and has really made a mark on my life. But Joe doesn't just finish there. He's just recently got his pilot's license, so he's taking me up flying now, so that's going to be fun. Myself and Joe share a passion for music, and I think from as long as I've been visiting at Joe's place, we've been talking about guitars and he's been playing guitars, and Joe's always had a band on the background as well. So this afternoon a bunch of his friends came round to play guitar, and it was just great to be able to show the guitars to all the people and just hang out and jam. It was another inspiring time here with Norma and Joe, and it's always good to just get back to here. It's a place that I just love. But tomorrow morning we have a 5 a.m. start. We're heading for LA and we're going to the NAMM show. So that's always an exciting time. looking forward to meeting a bunch of new friends and a whole lot of old friends. So stay tuned for episode 4 of the NAM show for the pursuit of inspiration.